I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of so long. Won't you help me, girl or boy, just as soon as you can? Hey, 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 hey. People say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. They say now. Y'all remember Al Green? Hey, hey, Primo Wanda. Hello, allegedly. Y'all remember Al Green? He always had all that sad music. I was a young boy as a teenager. I loved Al Green records. Oh, they were so sad and terrible. You know, I wasn't out. I never biblically touched anyone. So I remember all them sad, sad songs. Let me see, what is that? And how can you mend? Oh yeah, this broken man. Yeah, you's a friend of mine. How can a loser ever win? It's not this normal music for teenagers. Are y'all getting used to being by yourself? I know my gay brothers and sisters, we are used to being free spirits. Now that might be true with everybody, right? It might be true with all you guys too. Maybe all of you people have been out there, doing the hookup scene. Yeah, let me turn that off. Mm-hmm. I know people be out there. Y'all not used to being locked up. Locked up, they won't let me out. Okay. Singing, it's gonna be good. Well, I was just contemplating. Many people, I know young people, they're not used to being locked in a room by themselves, for probably months on end. So obviously they've closed all the bars. Well, at least San Francisco, they've closed all the bars and they've closed the gyms and all the places where people would meet. Those are all closed down, right? But these people still have the urges. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, what he know? He an old man. He don't do nothing anyway. He said he ain't did nothing in years. What do you know about sexual relations? I have my memory, honey. I know what it's like. I know some of y'all is more free-spirited than others, but you're going to have to say no. So I think the question was corona, sex, hookups, or NAW? And my answer, I think, is NAW. When they had HIV, remember HIV? First, they had to figure out how HIV was being transmitted, right? Of course, it was gay people, so the government wasn't this involved. We didn't get no $2 trillion to address HIV, right? Even though it was more deadly at that time. I ain't bitching. I'm just telling how the way it was. But then we figured out that you have to have bodily fluids, right? This thing, just going into the sex club, you've already got corona before you even get to the front desk. All you got to do is touch something. And you people know, ladies, y'all don't know, excuse us. You men, you know how nasty them places is. My hope is they all been shut down. When HIV epidemic hit, they shut all the bathhouses down in San Francisco. And they are still, to this day, 30 years later, still shut down. They have these things called sex clubs, which is a little like a mini bathhouse kind of thing. I assume those are closed down too because everything is closed down. But y'all got these machines now. See, that's what my concern is. People say, oh, I'm going to hook up with one person. Oh, honey. Everything that man touched, as soon as he touched you, unless you're going to have sex with gloves, body suits, maybe some plastic suits, something like that, you almost guaranteed if you're going to be still trying to hook up, you're going to get this virus. Right? So the young people say, oh, I'm young. I won't die from it. Baby, being sick is not no walk in the park. Just because you don't die does not mean you want to be sick where you can't breathe. You need a machine to help you breathe. That was what you want? You think that's nothing? And people with HIV, especially, that is a compromised immune system. Even if you are undetectable, don't matter. You get a hold of this damn thing, it looks like it's going to be deadly for us. Hello, people. Let me say hi. I've been so rude and nasty. when the video starts singing. I used to love Al Green, though, child. Let me see. What was the other Al Green song? Let me see. I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of love out of you. Hey, you got to be good to me. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna be good to you. Watch this. There's a whole lot of things. I had every Al Green album, talking about their sadness and loneliness and that longing. But you guys gonna have to just zip it up for the time being. I don't see any way you can be online hooking up in these times. I just don't see how you're gonna avoid this virus. And we don't know what the effect of being continually exposed to it. I mean, do you get it one time and then you're immune to it? I haven't heard any evidence of that. Not if you're gonna be hooking up with nasty people. You don't know what them people is, honey. All you know about these people is they're online hooking up, right? My hookup couple. Let me see. This is from Valacor. My hookup cuddle buddy lives a quarter of a mile away, and I'm not seeing him, and I'm pissed, not hot. Right? Well, it's great when you have somebody, though. If you guys can get into the same house, you know, and you're both healthy, you've been healthy for a couple of weeks, you know, that'd be great. But yeah, just going back and forth. If these people not even want you to ride on a bus or walk on the street, what the hell? What are the chances of you not passing it to each other? Right? So sometimes you got to learn how to live with yourself. Figure out what you like on TV, honey. Usually, okay. Okay, James Ball says, usually if you get a virus, you become immune to it. Usually. Is this thing even a virus? You become immune. I'm HIV 30 years. I'm not immune to it. I ain't immune to it. Oh, but you're saying, though, the original exposure, when I got it, I can't get it again and again and again and again. There was all kind of tests about that through the years, James Boss. So I don't know the answer. Who is this? Ms. TR? Who is Miss TR? Is she exposed? Ms. TR, Valcourt in New Jersey. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Right. I don't want to. Nothing worse than being locked in the house, throwing up, sick. Hell no. Nope. It ain't no walk in the park if you got to go to emergency room and be hooked up to machines in order to breathe. I believe that Hampton situation, and I ain't talking no shit. I'm not being sarcastic or nothing else. But when that guy was describing his symptoms, Walter Hampton's what was it? I guess his ex or current lover or whatever. That sounds like that. That's what happened with him. Corona. So we're glad he survived it. But that man was sick, very sick. I mean, didn't he cold one time? That means you die on the table. They got to bring you back. So this ain't no joke. Forgive my slobber. Let me see. And be killing it. What happened? You should hear me, Unc. I got a mic and be killing it. Oh, bless your heart. Well, you can sing, Teresa Hopkins? I can't sing, but I just like to do it. But that's why you like church, you know. You can sing as loud as you want to. Nobody hears it. Every once in a while, you'll be standing by somebody. They'll be, girl, shut up. Let me see. What? He canceled it. What happened? Can we? Okay, this is that name again. Exudilin. It looks like Judy Lynn was an X. Judy Lynn. Can we give a round of applause to Trump for canceling the ventilator production? He canceled it. What? I thought he made or the government any right decision is not coming from him. You know that, right? I thought GM and Ford produce ventilators and masks. That's the last thing I heard. Of course, it changes every few minutes. He canceled the ventilator production. He said, "Oh, I have a feeling that you ain't gonna need that many." Just one stupid statement after another. His presidency is through. We get to see what you put in the office now, right? And any kind of right decision to make is not his decision. It's just him submitting to what these people are telling him, which is what a president should be able to do. He should be a manager of the best talents, best information. He always talking about, I got a feeling. Well, you still got the feeling about Easter, Trump? You're the only one in the whole universe that got this feeling. It's going to be gone by Easter. Why would you even voice something like that? That means your rationale. You're not thinking right. Because you wouldn't say stupid stuff so often. I think everybody around him is just scared of him. They don't tell him what they really think. The Stepford senators. Where's Cheryl? Mm-hmm. I just saw Cheryl. Okay. Hello, people. Okay, Miss TR, did you have it in your house or in your family? What happened? Ms. TR, thank you for your prayers, everyone. However, this CV-19 is real. You must build your immune system. So, did you have an experience with it? Bad part about it is we can't just test and know if we got it or not. You know, I just know if I all of a sudden get deathly ill, that I have to assume that's what it is. My face. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He can't cancel what he didn't start. Those companies did that on their own. Yeah, those companies need to stay afloat too. Just like all these hotels are renting rooms to homeless people and people who have the virus and all that. They're trying to keep him, got his feet in it. What the hell difference does he make? What does he care about how many ventilators are made? If you want to spend $2 trillion, how much are these ventilators going to cost? Particularly if GM and these places are making a profit from them. That would take them off the board, right? They don't need the help. So yeah, if they can change their machinery to make these things, of course. It's a great idea. I very seriously doubted it was Trump's. Hey, what you call him, Trunk? Shelter in place. Yep, that's what we're on too, Rebecca. Shelter in place. Only go out for absolute necessities. Having some man come to your door that you don't know, that you saw online, you like his smile, that is not a necessity. Even if it feels like it when you're in your 20s. You'll be amazed at what you can do. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for showing up, honey. You can't go. Oh, no. Rochelle, my husband's sister has it, and she just turned 80. Yeah, it's dangerous for her. But she's shelter in place. I mean, if you get it, you know you got it. Can you just go to the hospital? Or are some people just staying home? I don't know. I know nobody is coming up in here, period. Watch TV, share pasta, nothing. So this thing is over. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. I want to see that. Ms. TR, yes, Mr. Blaine, I tested on March 23rd with CV-19 with left lung pneumonia. Ooh. Step home with Z-Pack meds. And you recovered? Miss TR, did you recover? Are you feeling better now? Stayed home with Z-Pack meds. Okay, so that means they sent you meds. Do they actually have meds to treat this thing, or are they just treating your pneumonia? Well, I hope you are feeling better, Miss TR. Ms. TR. You're online, so you must not be feeling, hopefully it means you're feeling better. Okay. Charles Dawson said he just held a press conference and announced his enforcement. That's a very okay. He's talking to poetry. That's a very good question. Okay, it probably take at least 60 to 90 days. So I don't know what the question is there. Here I go eavesdropping again. Let me see. Treating pneumonia. Okay. Okay. These people are on top of it. We hate company. That's right. Get the hell out. I don't mind company because company's all right every once in a while. Oh, but when that man come home, hey, I tell you, girl, I'll get up, put on some clothes, and go out and help you find someone of your own. His name is Dr. Feelgood. Mm-hmm. I'm challenged to remember all of them. So that might be an exercise for old people. Try to remember the songs, honey, the words. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Hi, Lisa Jackson. Hi, 42. You gotta get you a better name, man. 42WNV King. How you just address a proper person like that? What's wrong with Bob? Thank you for mentioning for me, brother. I appreciate you. Okay. Aretha. Yes, child. She sure left her mark. I wrote wrong at the ventilators. He was pressing. Okay. Sorry, I wrote wrong about the ventilators. He was pressing GM4 to mass produce. Yeah, well, that's somebody else's idea, but Trump ain't got no good ideas. He's only on there. He wouldn't even be bothered with this if he didn't have to, because he has no opportunity to campaign. The election is what, a few months? Is it 6-7 months away? He's got no way to campaign for re-election, right? The only thing he can do is keep his face up front, so he has an advantage over Biden, right? So long as because they could do these press conferences without him. Anything that's good didn't come from him anyway. They got to try to control him. Just don't add none of you to it, Trump. Just say what the damn teleprompter says, and that's it. So this is the way he's campaigning. This campaign here will go down in history. And I heard no one say anything about canceling it or moving it or anything else. It's got to go forward. Yes, thank you for supporting. And Cash App. Yes, we still do use Cash App, people. I ain't tripping. I know you need your money, honey. Save that money. You're going to need it. So it looks like people who got direct deposit, in other words, people who are already getting something from the government, they're going to release that right away. And it might take a little bit longer for people with checks, people who work. I don't know. It sounds like I might get a few $100s. We ain't mad at it. I don't know how long it's going to last. That seems like it's based on this thing being over with in a couple of weeks or a month. If it's not, I mean, you need that money every month, really. People with unemployment, it seems like they're going to get a good break if you can add $600 to each check. How does unemployment work? Is that one every week or every 2 weeks? You get $600 more on your unemployment. If that's every week, if you get paid by the week, I don't know. I don't remember how unemployment works. If it's $600 a month, I mean, that's not a big a deal. But if you get it a couple times a month, that might be your mortgage. I don't know. You want to donate $100 to hold on, honey. Hold on. Wait a minute. I would like to donate $100 to who? To Cash App? Or are you talking about an agency? Quirt Gaming. If you want to do that, honey, moderators, please put that Cash App up again for Quirt Gaming. He might be talking about donating to some kind of nonprofit or something. I don't know. Me, Charles Dawson? I haven't worked since, let me tell all my business. People on Social Security, I'm on regular Social Security now. I'm an old dude. I thought it was just like $600 or something like that for us. Woo! I be dancing. I be doing one of them Jay Wilson dances, honey. I got $1,200. Hey, glory. You people are right. Something did happen in Atlanta because ordinarily it'd be like every 2 or 3 days we be talking about Jay Wilson, right? But I think it ain't nothing been planned, ain't nothing been organized. Don't go tripping. But it's something about that when you meet a person, I think. It must be. Because all the ones that are usually arguing, we ain't arguing. Where I used to just pop on here and automatically it would come. So I don't completely understand that yet. I guess we have to wait till somebody says something dumb or stupid. But something did change. It seemed like it changed the atmosphere for me. Not that that's a bad thing. Single less than 10. Oh, a $1,200 check. Give me some new earrings, honey. Okay. Want to get to know me, chill at my oh no, or NAW. Lisa said, no, you can't chill in my place, honey. Your ass chill out in the front yard. It ain't worth it, baby. Everybody, it might be fine to think about it. Oh, just a little virus or whatever. I'll get over it. Now, when you were really sick, you'd be wondering, what the hell have I done? This could have been easily avoided. You made up to 75,000, you get $1,200. Okay, up to, okay. I ain't got no children. Would it give me anything for my dog? I got to take care of him. Doggy food, chicken, doggy treat. Yes, that's the dependent, honey. Baby, you worth at least $200. He worth at least $200, honey. Every week, if you're getting $600 extra every week, I mean, I don't know how much money you people make, but still 6 and 6 is that $2,400 a month extra. Shit. I don't know how they're working that out. That's the mortgage in most places. I don't know if it is here, but telecommunicating Linda B. You don't got to give it back, honey. Just put it away. Put it away. They got plenty of money, $2 trillion. People got responsibility. I feel for these people who got, children. Then you got to keep all the kids in the house with you. I know y'all pulling your hair out all day long. Well, it was tickled me when I was a child. We had a little house, right? Everybody in the neighborhood had a little house. We didn't have no family rooms and all that kind of stuff. These are small, we are homeowners, but they're small houses, right? And so the parents would put plastic over all the furniture in the living room, right? So the living room is for the company. So where do the children be? You ain't got no other space, child. All you had was the living room. So 2 or 3 times a year, the company come over, you got everything wrapped up for that. Baby, use your furniture up, and when it's old, get rid of it and get some more. That's what I think now. They show you should try to preserve. Then some of the ones that are really bougie will get white couches, covered with plastic. Poor as church mice. What is this? Okay. What? Okay. Super chat says, and what's this foolishness I hear? Millionaires are asking for a GoFundMe to help pay their employees and get their and yet they're worth millions. That's what the government's trying to do, right? Aren't they stepping in so they can keep employees? They got to accept well, I have to lose something. And the rest of the world's losing. Everybody's suffering, you know. A 2-bedroom apartment. Wait a minute. Heavy Bear, you in for a shot. Don't ever move to the cities, Heavy Bear. Heavy Bear says a 2-bedroom apartment costing $1,200 a month is ridiculous. Girl. Heavy Bear, San Francisco, a 1-bedroom apartment is $3,500 is the medium rent. 35, this size apartment. You know, I got this room and the other room, right? $3,500 is the market rate. So if you have a 2-bedroom, you're talking $4,000. So it's very different, honey, in many places. Now I know when I go to Indiana, people say, well, damn, that's 3 times my mortgage. So it's very different when you go in state to state. I'm beginning to feel like I've been a damn fool for living in cities my whole life. I said, well, hell, how would I be living there? But you got to have a use for it, though. You don't need all these 5-bedroom homes if you're by yourself and you have no plan to do anything other than be by yourself. You got kids, you got 5 bedrooms because you got 4 kids. You got 3 kids, you know, or you're taking care of your parents. So I don't know. I've always just liked living in the city. But on here, I've discovered how much I miss out on. But it comes down to square footage. What do you really need? Wouldn't it be nice, though, to have like a loft? I would love to have a loft. Great big old room, you know. That would be nice. 1 bedroom for $400 and $500? Jesus. And that's a blessing for $400 a month. Yeah, I have other things that help me with the rent situation here, and this building here is it's a below market rate, so it's a little cheaper than the market rate building. But even the market rate, I mean, it's $2,700. That's below market rate, $2,700 for 1-bedroom apartment. So I give up. You can't compare. If I could compare apartments with somebody, it would be the rent in New York City. Because even Chicago is a lot less than this. You know. Paying for the view. I'm paying for the view, I guess. oh, you're paying $1,200? Well, that ain't bad, Heavy Bear. That's kind of everywhere, isn't it? I mean, apartments aren't that much cheaper than mortgages. But of course, you have other expenses if you buy a house. Yeah, there was a time when gay folks just moved to big cities. Now they tell me that, I mean, we're everywhere, right? So yeah, it's the other phone. Lord have mercy. I think the only reason I stay in San Francisco, I just like because there's so many gay people here. I mean, it's never been an issue being gay here. But I ain't messing with nobody, so I don't know what that is. I just feel more comfortable. Plus, now I've been here 27 years, so you know it's home. Ooh, $575 for 3-bedroom house. But lucky for me, my brother is my landlord. You ain't lying, Tanya Rogers. Ain't nobody mad at y'all, honey. If y'all got kids, especially, you have to have room. I mean, you know, That's what you need. Damn, y'all making me sick now. $1,000 for a 4-bedroom house. Yeah, y'all just don't understand what it's like here. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And they putting up all these high rises, right? So you would think high rise, that's grand living. Those are like George Jefferson moving on up. I've been in a lot of those high rise buildings. A lot of them are studios, way up in the air, or small 1-bedroom apartments. I mean, small apartments. Y'all see that apartment that Jesse Smollett was living in Chicago when he had the thing around his neck? I was looking at the room. I said, well, goddamn, that's not much bigger than I have. They have better surfaces, you know. You can put stainless steel in there and granite countertops, but the space, not all that. You can get 2 family home for $800 a month. That's incredible. Oh, Charles Dodson, he's in school. You doing online schooling, Charles Dodson? That's what Jay Wilson teach. Maybe you're gonna sign up with Jay Wilson to teach you something, child. Now I just said that I would be messy no more. Wait a minute. Let me let it go. Oh, okay. It sounds like you ain't got it that bad, Heavy Bear. I don't know how much money you make. Now you got to realize also that a lot of these places, that the places are so much cheaper, they also pay less. So it depends on what kind of work you're doing, right? 1,800 for a 3-bedroom in the Bronx. Wait a minute. Chanel Levine. You pay $1,800 for a 3-bedroom in the Bronx? I thought the Bronx would be up around $4,000 or $5,000. Isn't the Bronx gentrified now? That's a good price. I guess you can people can pass apartments along in families, or you might have rent control. A huge part of this city is rent control. So these numbers that we're quoting, a lot of people don't pay. They have rent controlled apartments they've been in since, they don't move very often here. Okay. Uh-huh. That's right. I think we each had about being a teacher before. Anyway, my school district is using Microsoft Teams, so it's a new experience. Oh, that's interesting, Charles Dodson. You're able to. I guess that's what all students are doing now. They're learning online. I guess I do. I facilitate group, right? So they closed the agency down. So we're gonna have to interface on this thing called Zoom, where we could all be online the same, similar to what people do on YouTube now. So when you start talking, I guess it's like being in the same room. That's what the newscasters have been doing for years, right? I think it's cute though. It's kind of funny the way all the newscasters, they're all in their own apartments, right? And some of them, I said, you could use a designer, especially you guys are making, $1 million a year or more. But they're all in their own apartments or homes doing their broadcasts. Let me see. It's going to crash. I don't know. My first time ever experiencing it, but this is the new world for the moment. I wonder what's really going on in China. Now they're saying that they're having very few new cases, and we are actually passing up China for the amount of infections and deaths. We're catching up with that. I mean, what were we saying? How horrible that was just 2 weeks ago? And now we're in that condition. Incredible. But we need to be paying attention to what has caused that to move on with them. What did they do? Of course, all the brainiacs are doing that, I assume. It's getting better in China. That's what I heard. They've been quarantined for a long time too, though. But it's amazing that America is actually catching up with these people. I mean, I think it's only 1,100 deaths, but some almost 100,000 people have gotten this disease, though. And that's only because those are the only ones they tested. So they're only testing people when they're very sick. We can't believe China. And then Trump is such a messy man. That's why I mean, we needed a real president, because whatever he says, it's just some kind of propaganda. You can't believe anything Trump says. First, he was calling it the Chinese disease. I guess the brainiacs had held him to back up off that. But he definitely came on and started calling it the Chinese disease. Oh, the Chinese disease gonna leave. Just a mess. He's first of all, he's a bigot, and he loves to blame other people. Instead of learning from those people, he wants to blame those people. This is the time the whole world is up against the same demon, and he wants to call it by where the first case was. So you can't believe anything he says, honey. I wish he would stop insisting on being in front. And I think that's only because the election's coming. He's getting all his free press. You see the way he attacks the governors and so forth? They're supposed to be his team. He attacks them, calls them stupid, says that the numbers are all lies. They need to do it for themselves. Don't blame me. What happened to the buck stops here? He drops them all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Almond Brown says, I'll be my kid's teacher come Monday morning. I'm not a morning person. I usually drop them off looking a mess and go back to my bed. those days are over, Brown. Almond Brown. I'm sorry, how do you have to deal with the babies? Now you see what the teachers are up against, right? I feel for you guys. Got to teach your kids. You got to be with them, and you got to be with the noise. You got to, bonding time. Right. You need to be learning about why these Chinese not having these cases anymore. Instead of sitting over trying to blame them. He always trying to blame everybody for everything. He don't take responsibility for, can't say the bad word, for nothing. He walked in on his perfect economy, or almost perfect economy, of Barack Obama's. He rolled that, claiming it to be his, and now he's got one that's even in worse conditions. So what's he going to do? He's going to try to convince us that, I need 4 more years to fix the economy now. Even the people who supported you, Trump, when they start losing that income, they start losing those jobs, and the economy's in the tank. Good luck, honey. Well, a few thousand did die. I mean, their numbers were huge at the beginning, but they're saying that only a few are dying now. So I don't know. The way a virus moves, don't they move seasonal? Usually, but they can't determine if it's seasonal or not. But he's everything, okay. Worried Mama 1, everything he does is politically motivated. But I don't think he takes very much advice from his advisors. I think they're all scared of him. They're all kiss asses. He didn't replace everybody with temporary people. Nobody even has a real secure job there. He said he comes in and just has tantrums. So they're not giving him any advice. You got to go and flatter Donald Trump to get anything done. Tell him what he wants to hear, or you get nothing. That's pitiful. That's not our president. It's disgusting. He's going to go down in history as the worst president of the United States ever had. Joke worthy. Thought it was the flu. Well, he resisted. He resisted till he couldn't resist anymore. And now we're in this situation. That's a better. Exactly. Okay. What else is going on? Wait a minute. Where's this? Okay. Okay. China is able to say, shut up, get in your house, don't come out, or we kill you. We can't do that here. Oh, we got to do that to ourselves here, honey. Although I have to say, this country is doing pretty good, because to think of Times Square with nobody in it, to this place where I live, I can look out the window, nobody walking around, nobody's in it. I'm looking at the train. Maybe there's one person on the train. Let me see. Nobody on the trains. So we're doing pretty good as far as from what I can see, and from all the news broadcasts. People are able to stay in the house. They need that money though. They got to make a living, or have. If he can bridge it, I ain't gonna say he, them, the government, because you know all this crime's gonna start soon. When poor people can't eat, what do you think is gonna happen? That's when you're gonna get people running the stores and grabbing everything and running out. That's why all these businesses in San Francisco, you look around, you look like we were at war, because they got boarded up windows. They're taking the time to put plywood over all their windows, so they see what could happen. They're acknowledging what could happen. Otherwise, why don't you just lock the door and leave? No, they're all boarded up. This guy I watched, he was going down Valencia Street, which is in the area they're trying to gentrify now. All the store windows and restaurants, they all boarded up. Why? Because people get hungry, they're going to go crazy. Ooh, I hope not. Behind the throne says, far as we know, it's chemicals carried on clouds. And that's why China washed everything down. They washed everything down. How is this important than stopping it from spreading? What? How is it less important than stopping it spreading? I don't understand behind the throne. But you're saying that if it's carried, well, if it's airborne, I don't know how you can fight it. Have a mask on every time you leave the house. I do wear gloves every time I leave here, but I only wear the mask if I'm going inside of somewhere. I only got like 3 of them. But if I'm going in the store or something like that with the air, when I'm sharing people's air, I'll wear a mask. But outside, I don't do it. Okay. Legionnaires. I was around for Legionnaires. I vaguely remember Legionnaires' disease. Didn't they call that Legionnaires' disease because it started with the Legion organization, Legionnaires? I believe so. But I was a kid, so I don't remember real well. Okay, I got you behind the throne. People don't get it when I send a text to somebody. When I send a text to somebody, it looks like I have some kind of special needs, because I don't sit there and try to peck and look and choose like that. I always talking to it. So when you're talking to it, you don't always get it perfectly right. Lots of typos. I think a lot of people use that stuff on YouTube too. Voice activated, you know. It stays on different. Well, they definitely know it stays on surfaces. That's what I'm telling people. All of them. I hope like all of them sex places and stuff are all closed, because they close all the bars. They close most of the restaurants. Almost all the retail is closed. Why would not close those places? Because those places are breeding grounds. for germs, period. So hopefully nobody's going up in those places. I imagine they're all closed though, because we're on this lockdown, or what do you call it, in place, shelter in place. I think they're all commanded to close down. I've never experienced where it's been all over the whole world at the same time. This is a new one here. I guess HIV eventually got around to everywhere, but it wasn't like this. Not where you can just touch something and you get it. I'm not having nobody in my apartment. As long as I'm in here by myself, I don't see how I could do it. I'm a little bit concerned about the dog, though. I don't want him carrying no germs in here either, because he's in the. I take him to the park. He's sniffing behind other dogs. There's been no report that the animals are actually able to pass this disease, right? So I don't let nobody touch him because they could be on his hair, possibly. But you got to worry about things like that, Of course, you can just Google it. Don't be lazy and just Google everything. Thank God for these computers, right? Computer age. Almond Brown, your oldest has to meet with his teacher tomorrow. How do they do that? You better bundle him up. Okay, to be sure that all of the science stuff works. Okay. So she's just going to go over with him how to use the computer. I assume that they have got a plan for keeping these kids safe. Asia, London Love says most of the known pandemics originate in Asia. That's not xenophobia. That's a fact. Okay, but HIV started in Africa, right? It's just wherever they cross over from animal to people, I think. I don't think we should be blaming other countries, though. I mean, the disease is all over the world. We need to be figuring out how to get rid of it, because it won't be the first time. Even if this thing dies down seasonally, that means that when the winter comes again, it'll start up again, right? If we don't have any kind of vaccine. So my thought is that maybe in a year or so, say 18 months, they could have some kind of vaccine. So just like we're all supposed to get flu shots, there'll be another shot we need to get. That would be fantastic. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, honey. People said HIV would never be cured, right? Now there's a whole list of drugs that will keep you alive. So it's that if that virus can never be cured, maybe it'll never be cured, but we have prophylactics so you don't get it. I'm living with one pill a day. It's just a matter of time, Wear shades or goggles too. Oh my God. I gotta wear shades or goggles too. About the eyes. Yeah, I've seen these doctors are wearing things over their eyes. I'm just staying in the house, Janelle. I think I'm gonna cut my baby's walks shorter too. Just around the building. There's no reason why he shouldn't have to suffer like everybody else, right? Ooh, Ebola. Eating monkey meat. Charles Dawson, where you at? Where you live? Charles Dawson, what state? I don't think he's okay. Heat can kill the virus. So when it gets warm, that means that it might kill the virus, but they don't have any evidence of that being the case. Is it warm now in China? And China's not the only place that's being devastated. Look all over Europe, all those countries. And then we're neck and neck, we're passing them up. More people, more problems. 3,000 cases today. Okay. Oh, you in Houston? Okay. I hear you, Charles Dodson. I can get over it. This computer thing is something else. We're all in different states, just like we were all in the same place. I stay prayed up. That gets me by. Thank you, Andrew Caldwell. There's how he made it through. Let me ask y'all a question. I know y'all, some of y'all probably stopped by Andrew. Now, Andrew done cleaned up the YouTube, right? By suing all these people and making them take down all their videos and all that, closing down the usher board. Was the usher board the other one? Heathen Central. And then all of a sudden, now I see that the hater maker, which is the one that he was threatening to sue, is doing videos with Andrew. So have they worked out a deal? Because Andrew is talking and he's talking to the hater maker. And so they're playing off of each other like they actually have something to do with each other. So I'm thinking that this is now moved into, they've got some kind of deal worked out. I think that could have happened with Heathen Central too. If they would have been willing to give Andrew a cut or whatever they were making, it probably wouldn't even been took down. My opinion. Okay, Andrea, where is it at? Tim, can I put a link in the chat for a video with Dr. Fauci, Doc, who Trump is trying to shut down, being interviewed uninterrupted? I don't want to do it without permission. Well, can you do that? Can you put a link inside the chat? If you can't, then just wait till the chat is over and put it in the comments. But yeah, you have all the permission. I trust you, Andrea. Mm-hmm. High heat. Maybe they got to put us on tanning beds like Trump. If extreme heat will do it, they have to start roasting our asses. Wouldn't that be something? If that was the if that was a cure, all of a sudden, wouldn't that be something? We have to get on tanning beds in the hospital and kill it through heat. Okay. Okay. That's how I made it through. So Charles Dawson, you're not a student, you're a teacher. Sounds like you're a teacher. God bless all these people who are working in these supermarkets, keeping them going though. Can you imagine if we couldn't get a hold to food? That's when people will start to panic. But those people are on the front lines, even though they're just clerks or whatever. They're keeping us going, just like a nurse or doctor would. We got to have food. I heard somebody say today that Amazon was moving even faster than it usually does. I don't know how I feel about shopping on Amazon. I mean, you're bringing something into the house. Maybe you can wipe it down before you bring it in. Wipe it down on the box, bring it in. Because there might be a way to kill some time if you can just go shopping on Amazon. We would be dead, no worries. We'd be barbecued, honey. Hey, Morse, Morose, A Morose. Okay, I figured so, Dutson. Pray for these parents taking care of them cheering, especially them youngins, all day. Lord. That's how we. Did you ever see a night so long when time just goes crawling by? Oh, that midnight train is traveling on, and I'm so alone, somehow crying. Al Green. I don't know. I have to just burst them out when they come because they come and go, you know. It don't make no sense for no young boy, 17 years old, sitting there listening to that sad music. Lonesome, lonesome. I could cry. Blow dryers on their face, trying to get coronavirus. You have seen videos of people using blow dryers on their face for the heat. So they're really buying into this heat thing, right? Wouldn't they have to blow dry their whole body? Blow dry them hands for sure. Mm-hmm. Bleach, bleach, bleach. I haven't focused so much on cleaning because I'm here by myself. As long as I keep that where no one else is in here, I think I can get away with just regular cleaning. You know, it's different than when other people are touching things. Yeah, I ain't putting no blow dryer on my face though, honey. It's too gorgeous. You can't mess up the gorgeous face. 86 degrees. Right. I can't survive it either, honey. But if it was 86 degrees outside, then I mean, perhaps it does get that hot. I guess they'll be experimenting, seeing what happens in Vegas and in desert towns. They're always over 100 in summer. Uh-huh. Okay. That sounds about right, Andrea. If you can open them in your garage and throw stuff out immediately. I learned through you guys that when I come in the house, you got to take the gloves off because whatever bacteria you picked up is on the gloves. So you need to get rid of the gloves right away. In other words, don't start touching stuff with the gloves on because then you're still bringing the virus in. Do the best we can. You like my bedspread? Oh, I got it from Macy's. That's my favorite color, actually. In my, I like interior design and all that, but all through my living room, all the accent color has been red my entire life. So I love the color red, but I don't like too much. I don't like red rooms. When I was a youngster, I used to paint the whole room red. But now that's the main accent color. So all the rugs are red. Curtains are red. Everybody's got their color, right? I think that orange is pretty too for a male or female. I've seen that in other people's rooms. It's nice, but I mean, I got things that I'm not changing at this point. I'm 60, almost 62 years old. Yeah, I can love red, but I don't like Chinese red. So there are different kinds of reds. It's a spectrum. But Chinese red is too orangish for me. But then I like the color orange, so I don't know. Figure out what color you like and do your own thing, honey. Wiley might have corona. What's he basing that on? Is he sick? Heavy Bear? I like old Wally. I hope he ain't sick. But Wally is working with old people, you know. That's what his job is. He goes into old folks all day. That's what the most heavily hit population is. So they probably not going to have him. If he's sick, he ain't going to be able to go to his job because those people are in danger. But I guess it will work both ways. They can pass it on to him as well. I have to check on that, Heavy Bear, and see what Wally's talking about. Yes, I watched a little bit. Charles Dossett. I think he's losing his mind a little bit. See, that thing with Earl shook him up. And then he realized that was probably corona, which I agree. I think it sounds exactly like coronavirus. And so now he is getting paranoid about the government. It's fun to watch him rant sometimes. But I haven't seen the last I saw it. He was ranting about, I think government wants us to die or something. They're going to let us die. Yeah, he shook up. He has right to be, because his partner got, near death. And he even crossed the death for a few seconds. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Andrea. Thank you. Wally has been tested, had symptoms, and he is off work. Then there's the other thing is people get colds. Remember, this is the cold season too, and the flu season. So because you start getting these symptoms, which are similar to this virus, how do you know it is that virus, though? The only way they're going to do that is test it. Because people always get flu. They always get colds. If you go to the supermarket, you'll see the shelves are empty. No cold medicine. Anyway. Andrea, you like Wally's comedy? Yeah, he makes me laugh too, honey. Could be a common cold flu. Yeah, right. Who's going to determine what it is without a test? So Trump put that off unnecessarily. Yes, Walter is convinced that Earl had it and don't disagree with him. I don't disagree with him. Yes, it sounds just like it. And I have a couple of friends who were having this right before they start calling it what it is. They had symptoms the exact same, respiratory. They had to be on ventilators and all that. So I'm pretty sure that was probably corona back in January. All right, guys. So stay safe. No touching. No jacks. Don't be tricked. You can do it. Almond Brown, Wally will still be going to work. He will. Today was his day off anyways. He said he'll still be going back to work. I don't know how they're going to allow that if he got any kind of sneeze or cough or anything. He received his results. He has really bad allergies. Okay. Yeah, that still might end up being a problem for him. If he's coughing in any kind of way, they're not going to have him in there. So we'll go and check up on Wally when I get through with this. All right, guys, stay safe. Love you. Thanks for coming in. Later.